Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast special Saturday evening show, recapping and looking at the 2021-2022 NBA season schedule. The whole thing dropped on Friday. We knew about opening week and Christmas earlier in the week, and now just here to recap the whole thing and spot any interesting subplots and whatnot with some of these matchups. All right, obviously, opening night, there's two games. You have the Nets and the Bucks on TNT at 7:30, and at 10 o'clock, you have the Warriors and the Lakers. So, Brooklyn-Milwaukee round 2 rematch came down to pretty much Kevin Durant's foot being on the line. That pretty much decided the title, if you think about it now. And then Golden State Lakers is a rematch of the infamous play-in game in the Western Conference, the first of the two for Golden State, in which the Lakers came back courtesy of LeBron James and won that game. So that's two big rematches right there to kick off the season. Really nice doubleheader. And I thought that it was going to be Nets, Bucks, and Suns, Lakers, and I thought the Suns would get some love being the runners-up. But Golden State's a good team to be in this spot with Curry and Draymond. Clay, they don't think will be back yet. But yeah, two really good games on opening night. And then Wednesday, October 20th, you have Indiana at Charlotte, Chicago at Detroit, Boston at New York. So that game's going to be on ESPN. You would think that that's going to be Mike Breen and Jeff Van Gundy. Probably not Mark Jackson in that game. You would think Mark Jackson's going to be on the West Coast. And another subplot I forgot to talking about TNT, is that Marv Albert has retired. So you probably see Ian Eagle on one game and Kevin Harlan on the other. You would think Kevin Harlan on Golden State Lakers and Ian Eagle on Brooklyn Milwaukee. So it would be a fun subplot to see Ian Eagle do a Nets game on TNT and Mike Breen do a Knicks game on ESPN on their first two nights of their respective seasons. And obviously Boston, New York, you have Fournier and Walker against their former team. So that's like the subplot of that game. Wizards, Raptors, Cavaliers, Grizzlies, Houston, Minnesota. So in that game, you got Jalen Green against Anthony Edwards. You have 76ers, Pelicans. You would think that would be on national TV, but it's not, because of Zion and Embiid being in that game. Orlando, San Antonio. That's probably the worst game of opening night. Arguably two of the worst 5 teams. Oklahoma City and the Jazz. So SGA against Donovan Mitchell. And then on ESPN, the nightcap is Denver, Phoenix. So round 2 rematch. Jokic against Booker and Chris Paul. So that's a fun matchup. Sacramento, Portland. So you have De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Halliburton against Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, assuming that they're still in Blazer uniforms. Thursday, October 21st, 7:30 on TNT, you have the Mavs and the Hawks. So Luka Trey. So that's a great game for TNT. Bucks Heat. So round 1 rematch. That's surprisingly not on TV. So TNT picking the Stars over the arguably ratings from a standpoint of Miami, because they're normally like a ratings team. That's a decent NBA market. So yeah, they picked the two. And Dallas is a big market too, but they have Luka Doncic, and Doncic and Young are bigger stars than anybody Miami has at the moment. Like, they're bigger stars than Jimmy Butler right now. Giannis is a bigger star than both of them. And that's who the Heat are playing. So I think they wanted the Luka trade because we all know the trade and everything. So those guys are going to be really compared and talked about in the same breath a lot. And then the nightcap on TNT on Thursday, October 21st is the Clippers at the Warriors. So the Warriors home opener against the Clippers and Paul George. No Kawhi Leonard. So we'll see how much the Clippers get on national TV. But Kawhi could be back at some point. October 22nd, on the Friday night, you have Charlotte at Cleveland. So that's not a good game. Knicks at the Magic. Indiana at Washington's a decent game. Toronto, Boston could be a decent game. The ESPN game is a great game. Brooklyn, Philadelphia. So you got Kyrie, Durant, and Harden against Embiid. And for right now, Ben Simmons. 8 o'clock, you have the Pelicans at the Bulls. So Lonzo Ball against his former team early in the season. Oklahoma City at Houston, so that's the Harden Bowl, as I like to call it, or you could even argue the Westbrook Bowl. But none of them are obviously there anymore, so I just think it's ironic. That's not a good game. San Antonio at Denver. The nightcap is the Suns at the Lakers, so the game that I thought was going to be the nightcap on opening night is the nightcap on the Friday night on ESPN. So, first round rematch there. And then the Jazz at the Kings. Saturday the 23rd, the Hawks and the Cavs. Miami, Indiana. That's on NBA TV. That's a good rivalry. Or was a good rivalry several years ago. And Paul George and LeBron were there on those respective teams. Dallas at Toronto. So, Luka against Fred VanVleet. And Pascal Siakam. Assuming Siakam's still there. Detroit at Chicago. So you have Cade Cunningham against Lonzo. New Orleans at Minnesota. Two of the more dysfunctional and poorly run teams over the last 5 years or so. Milwaukee at San Antonio. 10 o'clock Eastern, NBA TV. Phoenix at Portland. So that's a good game. So you have Dame against Devin Booker and Chris Paul. Memphis at the Clippers, so John Morant against Paul George. And then Sunday the 24th, you have Charlotte, Brooklyn, Orlando Knicks, NBA TV, Boston, Houston at 7 o'clock. So you have Cade Cunningham against the Celtics and Jason Tatum. Sixers at the Thunder, Golden State at Sacramento, Memphis at the Lakers. So John Morant against LeBron and Westbrook and AD. And now I'm just going to go through, nationally televised games and games that stick out on the calendar. So, Monday, October 25th. Milwaukee, Indiana is a good East game. NBA TV 7:30 is Washington, Brooklyn. So, Bradley Beal against the Nets. Chicago, Toronto. Two big wild cards in the East this year. New Orleans, Minnesota again. NBA TV 10:30, Portland at the Clippers. So, not as good as a game as you would have thought. October 26th, the first of the TNT doubleheader is Sixers at the Knicks at 7:30. So, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons at MSG against Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, and the Knicks. And then the other TNT game that night, 10 o'clock, the nightcap is Denver, Utah. So, a bubble rematch from last year in the bubble. So that's the fun subplot of that game. The 27th of October, that is a Wednesday. Washington, Boston, those teams have had some good playoff series recently. Miami at Brooklyn, so Butler and Bam against the Nets. The ESPN game at 7:30 is Atlanta, New Orleans, so Trey against Zion. So that's going for star power right there. The nightcap is Memphis, Portland, so Ja against Dame. Thursday, October 28th. So in the beginning of the season, TNT is only going to be on Tuesdays. And then for a couple weeks after the NFL regular season ends, it's going to be back to Thursdays. And then I believe after Martin Luther King Day, it's going to be both Tuesdays and Thursdays. So different TNT look this year. And there's a lot more nationally televised games this year that I can remember in a while. But yeah, NBA TV on October 28th, that's a Thursday. Detroit at the Sixers. Not a good game. Knicks Bulls is that night, so the Knicks and the Bulls with their new point guards going at it. Memphis Golden State's also that night. That's a rematch from the play-in game. Friday, October 29th, the ESPN game, 7:30 is Charlotte at Miami, so a division game there. Indy Brooklyn's that night too. That's not a bad game. Nightcap on ESPN is Dallas Denver. That's a good game, so that's Luka against Jokic. And then Clippers Blazers is that night. That probably would have been ESPN that night if Kawhi wasn't hurt. Saturday, October 30th, Knicks Pelicans, so RJ Barrett against Zion. NBA TV's Hawks 76ers at 7:30, so Trey against the Sixers. That's a playoff rematch. Miami Memphis is a good game that's on that night. Jazz Bulls is decent too. On Halloween, October 31st, NBA TV's Utah Milwaukee. Great game. The team that won the title against the team that had the best record last year. Monday, November 1st, Portland Philly's a good game. The NBA TV game, though, at 7:30 is Toronto at the Knicks. So, division game there. Denver-Memphis is not bad. Tuesday, November 2nd, the first of the TNT doubleheaders, Miami at Dallas. So, 2006-2011 finals matchup, obviously, rosters look completely different, but nowadays it's Butler and Bam against Luka. And then the nightcap is New Orleans, Phoenix, so Zion against Booker and Ayton and Chris Paul. November 3rd, a Wednesday, so Knicks Pacers is that night. That's not a bad game. Chicago 76ers isn't bad either. Toronto Washington's always fun. But the ESPN 7:30 game belongs there. It's Trae Young and the Hawks against Kevin Durant and the Nets. That's a really good game. Denver-Memphis is on that night. That's not a bad game. Nightcap on ESPN is Charlotte Golden State. So LaMelo against Weissman. So that's interesting. November 4th, the NBA TV game at 7:30 is Boston-Miami. So decent Eastern Conference game. Utah-Atlanta is a sneaky good game on that night, but that's not on TV. Nightcap on NBA TV is the Rockets at the Suns. I don't know why that's on TV. I would have picked Oklahoma City Lakers over Phoenix and Houston. I would have picked Shea against LeBron and AD and Westbrook over Jalen Green against Booker and Chris Paul. Friday, November 5th, Memphis Washington's a decent game. 7:30 ESPN is the Knicks at the Bucks. So you got Knicks and Randall and Barrett against the champs, at the champs. And then the nightcap is New Orleans, Golden State, so Zion at Golden State. Indiana, Portland could be a good game too on that Friday night. Saturday, November 6th, NBA TV, Utah, Miami. Philly Bulls isn't a bad game. Neither is Boston, Dallas. Atlanta, Phoenix is really good too. Nightcap, NBA TV, 10:30, Lakers, Blazers. That's a decent game, obviously. LeBron against Dame. Sunday, November 7th, NBA TV, 7 o'clock, Spurs at the Thunder. Monday, November 8th, Knicks, Sixers is a really good game, but not on TV. 8 o'clock, NBA TV that night is Brooklyn, Chicago. That's a good game, too. Miami, Denver's not bad. New Orleans, Dallas isn't bad. Hawks, Warriors, not bad. Phoenix, Sacramento's usually an entertaining matchup. And then 10:30 to nightcap on NBA TV that night is the Hornets at the Lakers. Tuesday, November 9th, 7:30 TNT of the Bucks and the Sixers. So that is a really good game. And then 10 o'clock on TNT, which is the nightcap, is Portland at the Clippers. So Portland Clippers is on national TV, but a couple nights later. Hawks Jazz is also on that night, but that's a really good game that is just not on national TV. Wednesday, November 10th, Bucks at the Knicks is on that night, but that's not ESPN. The ESPN game is Detroit at Houston, so it's Cade Cunningham at Jalen Green, so that's why they did that. And then 10 o'clock on ESPN is Miami at the Lakers. Always those two teams play each other well. And that's obviously the finals rematch from a couple years ago in the bubble, or last year in the bubble. Thursday, November 11th, 7 o'clock NBA TV, Toronto at the Sixers. Good division game. And then 10:30 NBA TV is Miami at the Clippers. Indy, Utah is the other game, which is decent. Friday, November 12th, the ESPN game is Milwaukee at Boston. Brooklyn, New Orleans is that night too, but not on TV. And then the nightcap on ESPN is Chicago at Golden State, so Lonzo against Curry. Saturday, November 13th, 5 o'clock NBA TV is Miami at the Jazz. Not a bad game. 8 o'clock NBA TV is Boston at Cleveland. Sunday, November 14th. So no national games that night. But Portland, Denver is a good game. Chicago Clippers isn't bad either. November 15th, that's a Monday. NBA TV, 8 o'clock is Denver at Dallas. Nightcap at 10:30, Bulls at the Lakers. So Lonzo back in Los Angeles. Of course, that's on TV. November 16th, TNT doubleheader. 7:30, Golden State at the Nets. So Durant against his former team. And then Philadelphia at Utah. November 17th, Wednesday night. The ESPN opener is the Lakers at the Bucks. So what many people thought could have been the finals this past year is a really good regular season game. And then 10 o'clock, the nightcap is Dallas at the Suns. I remember that was the ESPN opener on the nightcap last year, if I'm not mistaken. Before the start of last season. Thursday, November 18th, NBA TV, 9 o'clock, Philly at Denver. Decent game. Battled the good big men, the best two big men in the league, and Embiid and Jokic. November 19th, a Friday night, ESPN 7:30's Lakers Celtics. Great game, great rivalry. And then the nightcap is Dallas at the Suns for the second time in 3 days. Saturday, November 20th, 7 o'clock, you have the Pelicans at the Pacers, so Zion against Indy. And then there's no nightcap on NBA TV. Philly Portland's a good game too. I just saw that on the schedule for that day. November 21st. Dallas Clippers, obviously a bubble rematch. Knicks Bulls. Denver Phoenix. Toronto Golden State. And Lakers Detroit are the 5 games. They're all not terrible. Detroit Lakers might be a blowout, but Cade's fun. Monday, November 22nd, 7 o'clock NBA TV of Brooklyn at Cleveland. So Kyrie Irving back in Cleveland. Then 10 o'clock NBA TV is Philly at Sacramento. Tuesday, November 23rd, 7:30 TNT. Lakers Knicks from Madison Square Garden. That's always an event. That was supposed to be on ESPN last year, but LeBron got hurt, so they removed it from ESPN. And then 10 o'clock on TNT is Denver Portland. Great game. Dame against Jokic. Dallas Clippers is that night too. Wednesday, November 24th, Thanksgiving Eve, 7:30 ESPN, Brooklyn, Boston. So Kyrie back in Boston. And then 10 o'clock ESPN is Philly at the Warriors. So Embiid, Simmons against Curry, and Draymond. No Clay back yet. They're projecting Christmas for him, by the way. Friday, November 26th, so Black Friday. Suns-Knicks is a good game. But on NBA TV is Bucks Nuggets at 9 o'clock. That's a decent game. November 27th, NBA TV, 7:30. Phoenix Nets. So Booker and Chris Paul against Kyrie and Durant. Playoff rematch Knicks Hawks is that night too. The New Orleans and Utah is a decent game too. Sunday the 28th. Golden State Clippers is a matinee that day. That's a decent game. And then the Detroit Lakers again, but that's at night. Monday, November 29th, NBA TV, 7:30 is Denver, Miami. Very good game. Tuesday, November 30th, 7:30 TNT, Knicks Nets from Barclays. 10 o'clock, Golden State Phoenix. Great game. I'm excited for that one. December 1st, the Wednesday night, NBA TV is Philly, Boston. So, ESPN that night is probably going to be having college basketball. Or maybe that's the night they announce the Heisman or something like that. But normally, the Heisman announcement comes on a Saturday. Sometimes even a Thursday. But trying to think of what ESPN would have that night. Probably college basketball. So that would be the logical reason why NBA TV has that Philly-Boston game. And then 10:30, Sacramento Clippers. Thursday, December 2nd, 7:30, NBA TV, Bulls Knicks. 10 o'clock, NBA TV, Spurs Blazers. Friday, December 3rd, 7:30, ESPN, Sixers Hawks, so playoff rematch. 10 o'clock, ESPN, Clippers Lakers. Always great game. Saturday, December 4th. Couple good games, but none of them are on national TV. Denver Knicks is a matinee, and at night you have Bulls Nets, Miami Bucks, Grizz Mavs, Boston Blazers. And then Sunday, December 5th, no nationally televised games either. Monday, December 6th, NBA TV, 7 o'clock, you have the Thunder and the Pistons. So you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander against Cade Cunningham. And then December 7th, Tuesday, 7:30 TNT, you have the Nets at the Mavs. So Durant against Luka. Knicks Spurs is that night, but that's not a game that would be on national TV at the moment. And then 10 o'clock on TNT is Boston Lakers, so the second of two Boston Laker games. Wednesday, December 8th, ESPN, 7:30, you have the Bucks and the Heat. And then the latter game is Portland Golden State. That's a great game. Thursday, December 9th, 7 o'clock, NBA TV, Utah Philly. Good game. Friday, December 10th, 7:30, ESPN, Nets Hawks again. So Brooklyn against Trey. Nightcap that night is Boston Phoenix. So that's a decent game too. December 11th. Ooh, the first Saturday primetime game of the year. 8:30, ABC, Warriors 76ers. So, Steph, Draymond, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid in primetime. If only Clay was back for that one. That's epic of a game right there. Sunday, December 12th. No games on national TV. Monday, December 13th, NBA TV, 7:30, Milwaukee, Boston. 10:30, NBA TV, Suns, Clips. So, conference finals rematch. December 14th, 7:30, TNT, Golden State at New York. So, Stephen Curry at Madison Square Garden. That's always fun to watch. He always plays well there. Imagine that's the game Clay comes back. And then the nightcap on TNT that night is the Suns at the Trailblazers. The Wednesday slate, ESPN, 7:30, Lakers, Mavs. That's always a good game, it feels like. Ever since LeBron's been on the Lakers, I feel like Dallas has always played them tough and hard. I remember LeBron brought them back in Dallas on a nationally televised game. I want to say it was 2 years ago. Remember Mike Breen was calling the game and with Doris Burke, and LeBron brought them back and they won. I don't think AD was on the Lakers yet. 10 o'clock on ESPN, you have the Clippers and the Jazz. Decent game. Obviously a playoff rematch too. Thursday, December 16th, 7:30 NBA TV, you have the Sixers at the Nets. Friday, December 17th, 7:30 ESPN, you have the Warriors at the Celtics. So Steph plays at Boston. And 10 o'clock on ESPN, you have Milwaukee at New Orleans. Saturday, December 18th, NBA TV, 8:30, you have the Knicks at the Celtics. That's a late time for a Boston Celtics home game. Very late. I mean, do the Bruins have a game at 3? I mean, I don't get why that's such a late game. Maybe I'll go over the NHL schedule at some point, too, because obviously they're going to be on ESPN, ABC now, as well as Turner, just like the NBA. And maybe you'll see, like, some of the same announcers, like crossover announcers. Like, Maybe Kenny Albert does basketball for TNT now that his father's gone. I could see that potential crossover. Bob Wissushin I could see as a potential crossover from NBA and NHL. So just keep an eye on the potential crossovers, same announcers calling the same sport. So yeah, Knicks Celtics. I don't get why that's such a late game for TD Garden. I mean, I get it if it's going to be on ABC, but for NBA TV, that's a very late game. Sunday, December 19th, 7:30 NBA TV is Denver, Brooklyn. Good game. December 20th, 7:30 NBA TV, Philly, Boston. The TNT doubleheader on December 21st, 7:30, Indiana, Miami. 10 o'clock, Phoenix, Lakers. December 22nd, 7:30 NBA TV, Orlando, Atlanta. So, I'll tell you why NBA TV has the games that night. It's because of the college football bowls. ESPN probably has a college football bowl game or one of the college basketball in-season tournaments that usually go on Christmas week. And then 10 o'clock NBA TV is the Clippers at the Kings. Thursday, December 23rd, NBA TV 8:30 of the Bucks at the Mavs. And then Christmas Day, we went over it on the show the other day, but just to recap, 12 o'clock ESPN Hawks Knicks, so playoff rematch. 2:30 ABC, Boston, Milwaukee. 5 o'clock ABC, Golden State, Phoenix. 8 o'clock ABC and ESPN simulcast Brooklyn Lakers, game of the year potentially. Durant against LeBron in LeBron's building. And at 10:30 ESPN, you have the Mavericks at the Jazz, which is a really good game. Luka against Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. Sunday, December 26th. No NBA TV games or anything. December 27th, NBA TV 7:30 of the Hawks hosting the Bulls. 10:30 NBA TV at Brooklyn and the Clippers. Tuesday, December 28th, 7:30 of the Wizards at the Heat. And then 10 o'clock NBA TV of Denver at Golden State. Wednesday, December 29th, 8 o'clock NBA TV, Lakers, Grizzlies, so that's a decent game. 10:30 NBA TV, Dallas, Sacramento. Thursday, December 30th, 7 o'clock, you have the 76ers against the Nets. And 9:30, you have Golden State at Denver. New Year's Eve, NBA TV at 10:30, you have the Trailblazers at the Lakers. So as midnight hits on the East Coast and we're in 2022, it'll still be 2021 in Los Angeles as the Lakers host the Blazers. Saturday, January 1st, 6 o'clock, you have the Pelicans at the Bucks. 9 o'clock, Golden State at the Jazz. Sunday, January 2nd, 6 o'clock, NBA TV, Indiana, Cleveland. Monday, January 3rd, 7:30, you have the Grizzlies at the Nets. 10 o'clock, Miami, Golden State. Excuse me. Tuesday, January 4th, 7:30, you have the Pacers and the Knicks from the Garden on NBA TV. And it's 10:30 NBA TV. You got the Kings and the Lakers. Wednesday, January 5th, 7:30 ESPN, you have the Warriors at the Mavericks. So Steph against Luka. Then 10 o'clock, you have the Jazz at the Nuggets. Thursday, January 6th, 7:30 TNT, you have the Celtics at the Knicks from Madison Square Garden. 10 o'clock on TNT, you have the Clippers and the Suns. Friday, January 7th, 7:30 ESPN, Milwaukee, Brooklyn. 10 o'clock ESPN, Hawks, Lakers, so Trey against LeBron. Saturday, January 8th, 7:30 NBA TV, Knicks, Celtics, so another Celtics-Knicks game on national TV. So all four Knicks-Celtics games are on national TV. The two at the Garden are on ESPN and TNT respectively, and then the two at Boston are on NBA TV. Sunday, January 9th, 7 o'clock NBA TV, you have the Timberwolves at the Rockets. So Anthony Edwards, Jalen Green again. January 10th, 7 o'clock NBA TV, you have the Bucks at the Hornets. Tuesday, January 11th, 8 o'clock NBA TV, you have Golden State at Memphis. So the play-in game rematch. And at 10:30, you have the Nuggets at the Clippers. Wednesday, January 12th, 7:30 on ESPN, you have the Mavericks at the Knicks. So Kristaps Porzingis back at the Garden for the second time as a Maverick. He's going to get booed. And there's going to be more fans in the building for that game than there were last year. So that's going to be a lot of fun to watch. 10 o'clock ESPN, you have the Nets at the Bulls. So that's a late game for a late time for a Bulls game. 10 o'clock Eastern for a Chicago Bulls home game. You don't see that very often. Sometimes at 9, sometimes 9:30. You get the 9:30 sometimes for the Bulls and the Blackhawks for their home games. Or the rare 9 o'clock on a Sunday. But 10's late for a Bulls game. Well, 9 o'clock Central. Wow. Thursday, January 13th, 7:30 TNT. You have the Golden State Warriors at the Milwaukee Bucks. So Giannis against Curry. 10 o'clock NBA or on TNT. You have the Blazers and the Nuggets. January 14th, 7:30 ESPN. You have Celtics Sixers. And at 10 o'clock ESPN, you have the Mavs and the Grizz. Saturday, January 15th, NBA TV, 9 o'clock Lakers Nuggets. Sunday, January 16th. No games of significance. Monday, January 17th, that's Martin Luther King Day. 3:30 TNT, Bulls, Grizzlies. 6 o'clock TNT, Bucks, Hawks. 10:30 NBA TV, Jazz, Lakers. So, for Turner getting only 3:30 and 6, does that potentially mean that they have an NHL game at 9 that night? So, we'll see the NHL schedule because they normally have a game. They normally would have a game on NBCSN on Martin Luther King Day, too. So, we'll see what happens with their schedule. I don't even know what days of the week they're going to be airing NHL games. I guess Tuesdays and Thursdays because NBA is Wednesdays and Fridays. Yeah, Tuesday and Thursday in theory would make the most sense for the NHL. And I think ESPN's going to promote that big. So we'll get to that for a different podcast. Maybe we'll do that one tomorrow. So back to the schedule. So Tuesday, January 18th, NBA doubleheader, NBA TV. Timberwolves, Knicks, so Anthony Edwards against RJ Barrett and Randall. Karl Anthony Towns in there too. 10 o'clock, NBA TV, Pistons, Warriors. So that would be Cade against Curry. January 19th, ESPN 7:30, Charlotte, Boston, so LaMelo in Boston. 10 o'clock, ESPN, Clippers, Nuggets. Thursday, January 20th, 7:30 TNT, Pelicans, Knicks, so Zion against Barrett. 10 o'clock TNT, Suns, Mavs, so Booker against Luka. Friday, January 21st, 8 o'clock ESPN, so ESPN back to their old days at 8 o'clock and 10:30. Toronto, Washington, and then 10. Oh, it's only an 8 o'clock, no 10:30. January 22nd, 8 o'clock NBA TV, you have the Thunder at the Cavs. Sunday, January 23rd, 6 o'clock NBA TV, Lakers, Heat. 8:30 NBA TV, Jazz, Warriors. The 24th of January, 9 o'clock NBA TV, Utah, Phoenix. 2 best records in the league last year. Tuesday, January 25th, 7:30 TNT, have Lakers at the net, so LeBron at Durant. 10 o'clock TNT, Mavs, Golden State. Luka against Curry, obviously. Wednesday, January 26th, 7:30 ESPN, Memphis, San Antonio. Oof, not a good game. 10 o'clock, Phoenix, Utah. That's a good game. Doubleheader on TNT, January 27th. Lakers, Sixers. Timberwolves, Warriors. Oh, I know why that's on TV. So it's D'Angelo Russell at the Warriors. I guess that would be, in theory, it. January 28th, 7:30 ESPN, Celtics at the Hawks. 10 o'clock, Knicks at the Bucks. So all Eastern Conference that night. Saturday, January 29th, 8:30, ABC, Saturday primetime. Brooklyn, Golden State. So Kevin Durant back at Golden State, perhaps in front of fans. Or I should say more fans. Sunday, January 30th. No games on national TV. Monday, January 31st, 7:30 NBA TV, Miami, Boston. Tuesday, February 1st, 7:30 TNT, Washington, Milwaukee. 10 o'clock TNT, Brooklyn, Phoenix. Wednesday, February 2nd, 7:30 ESPN, Memphis, Knicks. So Ja at RJ. 10 o'clock ESPN, Denver, Utah. Thursday, February 3rd, 7:30 TNT, Miami, Toronto. 10 o'clock TNT, Lakers, Clippers. Friday, February 4th, 7:30 NBA TV, Hawks, Raptors. 10 o'clock ESPN, New Orleans, Denver. Saturday, February 5th, 8:30 ABC, Saturday prime time, Knicks, Lakers from Staples Center. But I actually thought that the game at Staples Center would be a random TNT game, and the game at Madison Square Garden would be Saturday primetime. Because I think LeBron at the Garden should be Saturday primetime. That's just my opinion. Or Curry at the Garden. But good for the Knicks getting a Saturday primetime game at Staples Center. So the two most popular teams from a fan base and rating standpoint get the Saturday primetime game on February 5th. February 6th, 6 o'clock ESPN, you have the Hawks at the Mavericks, so Trey at Luka. 9 o'clock NBA TV, Bucks at the Clippers, so Giannis, Paul George. February 7th, 8 o'clock NBA TV, Suns, Bulls, so Booker against Lonzo. February 8th, 7:30 TNT, Celtics, Nets. 10 o'clock TNT, Bucks, Lakers. February 9th, 7:30 ESPN, Bulls, Hornets, so Lonzo at LaMelo. 10 o'clock ESPN, Warriors, Jazz. February 10th, 7:30 TNT, Miami, New Orleans. 10 o'clock TNT, Bucks, Suns. So the finals rematch. Friday, February 11th. 7:30 NBA TV, Nuggets, Celtics. So I guess college basketball in theory would be that night. But I know it is the Super Bowl weekend too, so you got to keep that in mind as well. 8:30 ABC, Saturday primetime, Lakers, Warriors. So Steph's hosting LeBron. Super Bowl matinee on ABC, Sunday, February 13, Hawks, Celtics. Good for the Hawks getting an ABC game. Hawks Celtics has been a popular national TV game. Valentine's Day, Monday, February 14th. NBA TV, 8 o'clock, Portland, Milwaukee. 10:30 NBA TV, Warriors, Clips. Tuesday, February 15th, 7:30 TNT, Boston, Philly. 10 o'clock TNT, Clippers, Suns. February 16th, 7:30 ESPN. Wednesday night, Brooklyn, New York from the Garden. And then 10 o'clock, Utah, Lakers. Thursday, February 17th, 8:30 TNT, Philly at the Bucks. So I guess that's the Thursday before the All-Star break. And it indeed is. So we return on the 24th. 7:30 TNT, Boston at Brooklyn. 10 o'clock TNT, Golden State at Portland. Friday, February 25th, 7:30 ESPN, Heat, Knicks from the Garden. 10 o'clock, Clippers, Lakers from Staples. February 26th, Saturday primetime, Brooklyn, Milwaukee. Same matchup as opening night, same location, same stars. Sunday, February 27th, 1 o'clock, ABC from Madison Square Garden. The Sixers and the Knicks. So the Knicks get a matinee home game on ABC against their division rivals. And 3:30 on ABC, the Jazz and the Suns. So good for the Jazz and the Suns getting ABC in a good window too. But you would think that Mike Breen's going to be on the Knicks game. Let's be honest. They're going to put Mike Breen on the Knicks game. That's just facts. I'd be surprised if he was Utah, Phoenix. I won't be surprised if Van Gundy and Jackson are on Utah, Phoenix. But you would think that Mike Breen's going to do the Knicks. Because they're biased sometimes. Let's be real. 7:30 ESPN, Dallas, Golden State. 10 o'clock ESPN, Pelicans, Lakers. So, Zion at the Lakers. Monday, February 28th, 8 o'clock NBA TV, Charlotte Bucks. Tuesday, March 1st, 7:30 TNT, Hawks Celtics. Again, that matchup, I think all four of those matchups are on national TV this year. And then the nightcap on TNT that night at 10 o'clock is Dallas at the Lakers, so Luka against LeBron. Wednesday, March 2nd, 7:30 ESPN, Knicks 76ers, so the rematch from the ABC game on ESPN. And then 10 o'clock on ESPN is Portland Phoenix. March 3rd, a Thursday, 7:30 TNT, Heat Nets. 10 o'clock on TNT, Lakers Clips. Friday, March 4th, 7:30 ESPN, Bucks Bulls. 10 o'clock ESPN, Knicks Suns. March 5th, Saturday, 8:30 ABC, Golden State Lakers. So this time Steph at LeBron. So that matchup on ABC twice, but a home-and-home version of it. Sunday, March 6th, 1 o'clock, ABC, Boston, Brooklyn, 3:30 ABC, Suns, Bucks. So the finals rematch in Milwaukee. So you would think that Mike Breen, Jeff Van Gundy, Mark Jackson be at the finals rematch that day because that's where they should be. 7:30 ESPN, Knicks, Clippers. 10 o'clock ESPN, Pelicans, Nuggets. Monday, March 7th, 8:30 NBA TV, Jazz, Mavs. Tuesday, March 8th, 7:30 TNT, Pelicans, Grizzlies, so Zion against Ja Morant. And at 10 o'clock TNT, Clippers, Warriors. Wednesday, March 9th, 7:30 ESPN, Hawks, Bucks. So conference finals rematch. 10 o'clock on ESPN, Portland, Utah. Good game. Doubleheader on TNT on March 10th, 7:30, Brooklyn, Philly, 10 o'clock, Golden State, Denver. Friday, March 11th, 7 o'clock, NBA TV, Minnesota, Orlando. And 10:30 on NBA TV, Washington, Lakers. ESPN doesn't have those games because of the college basketball conference tournaments. Saturday, March 12th, 8:30 ABC, Saturday primetime, Bucks, Warriors, so Giannis against Curry. Sunday, March 13th, 1 o'clock, ABC, Knicks, Nets from Brooklyn, so Knicks, Nets gets the ABC game. And then 3:30 is Dallas at Boston, so you would think that Breen, Van Gundy, and Jackson, I don't even know. Maybe Ryan Ruocco will be at Barclays Center for what we know. That'd be a good spot for Ryan Ruocco. And have Michael Kay call a Yankee spring training if need be. And then you would think that the band, as I like to call Breen, Jackson, and Van Gundy, would be at Bucks Warriors. So maybe they don't take the overnight crossover to Brooklyn. 8 o'clock ESPN on March 13th. Lakers at the Suns. That's probably where they're going to be that night. The band. Monday, March 14th, 8 o'clock ESPN, Nuggets 76ers. 10:30 Bucks Jazz. March 15th, 8 o'clock NBA TV, Suns Pelicans. Wednesday, March 16th, 7:30 ESPN, Mavs Nets. 10 o'clock Celtics Warriors. One game on St. Patrick's Day, the 17th, and that's Detroit at Orlando. That's because that's supposed to be the start of the NCAA tournament. Friday, March 18th, 7:30 NBA TV, Blazers Nets. 10 o'clock NBA TV, Bulls Suns. Saturday, March 19th, 7 o'clock NBA TV, Dallas Charlotte. Sunday, March 20th, 6 o'clock NBA TV, Thunder Magic. 8:30 NBA TV, Spurs Warriors. March 21st, 7:30 NBA TV, Utah Brooklyn. March 22nd, back to TNT, 7:30, Hawks Knicks, so Trey at the Garden, Part 2. 10 o'clock TNT, Clippers Nuggets, almost like Clippers Mavs. March 23rd, a Wednesday, ESPN 7:30, Brooklyn Memphis, so Durant against Ja Morant. And 10 o'clock on ESPN, you have the Sixers at the Lakers. So Embiid at LeBron. Thursday, March 24th, NBA TV, 9 o'clock is Suns Nuggets, so playoff rematch. Friday, March 25th, 7:30 NBA TV, Warriors Hawks, so Curry against Trey. 10:30 NBA TV, 76ers Clippers. March 26th, 8 o'clock NBA TV, Brooklyn at Miami. March 27th, 7:30 NBA TV, Jazz at the Mavs, so Mitchell and Gobert against Luka. March 28th, 8 o'clock NBA TV, Golden State Memphis. So, again, rematch of the play-in game. Tuesday, March 29th, 7:30 TNT, Lakers Mavs. 10 o'clock Jazz Clippers. All Western Conference. March 30th, 7:30 ESPN Miami Boston. 10 o'clock ESPN Phoenix Golden State. Thursday, March 31st, 7:30 TNT, Bucks Nets. 10 o'clock NBA TV, Lakers Jazz. Friday, April 1st, 8 o'clock NBA TV, Clippers Bucks. 10:30 NBA TV, Pelicans Lakers. Saturday, April 2nd, no nationally TV games. But on April 3rd, 1 o'clock ABC, Mavs at the Bucks. 3:30 ABC, Nuggets at the Lakers. So if you ask me what game is Breen, Van Gundy, Jackson at, it's Nuggets-Lakers. 7 o'clock NBA TV, Miami, Toronto. 9:30 NBA TV, Pelicans at the Clippers. Almost done. Tuesday, April 5th, NBA TV, Bucks Bulls. And 10:30 Lakers Suns. April 6th, ESPN, 7:30 Nets Knicks. So all the Nets Knicks games are on national TV. 2 are on ESPN, which both of them are at the Garden. And one at the Barclays is on ABC and the other's on TNT. And a nightcap that night, 10 o'clock ESPN, Suns Clips. Thursday, April 7th, 7:30 TNT, Bucks hosting the Celtics. And the nightcap is the Lakers at the Warriors, so LeBron and Steph again. Friday, April 8th, 7 o'clock NBA TV, Knicks at the Wizards. 9:30 NBA TV, the Suns at the Jazz. So the best two teams in the West last year. Saturday, April 9th, 4 games, all TBD because we don't know what the playoff positioning yet. So the NBA is going to take like an NFL type of approach here, which is really cool. But the game that is slated to be on NBA TV is the Warriors at the Spurs. And then the other games that weekend are Sacramento at the Clippers, Pelicans at the Grizzlies, Indiana at Philly. And then Sunday, April 10th, 15 games. Indiana at Brooklyn, Washington at Charlotte, Milwaukee at Cleveland, San Antonio at Dallas, Lakers at the Nuggets, Hawks at the Rockets, Thunder at the Clippers, Boston at Memphis, Chicago at Minnesota, Golden State at New Orleans, Toronto at New York, Miami at Orlando, Detroit at Philadelphia, Sacramento at Phoenix, and Utah at Portland. So there you have it, the 2021-2022 NBA schedule reaction and recap. I'll be back on Monday with the regular show. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, folks.